first and foremost, we'll discuss very, very briefly again. Alam ko yung printing to. Alam ko you're so tired of hearing me ask this question. But I believe if we do it, discuss it regularly, mag-i-imprint yan yung core rules natin. Because I really I'm very, very confident na even though you're a beginner or a pro, this core rule should be playing in your head. Yung mind cues, kumbaga. I tell you, Ariana is a pro, it still runs in her head. Even when she races, because she becomes more efficient. Alright, very briefly lang, what's our first core rule? Lead your bike with your eyes. Parang it's so elementary, but actually that's one thing that many people, kids, beginner, they don't fully absorb. What do you mean by lead your bike with your eyes? People can lead their bike by using their hands where they want. They're always focused. But the correct way is you're using your eyes to not only lead, but steer. Yeah, that's very, very important. Steer your bike with your eyes. You're going up, you're already looking up. Don't mind this. Your hands will follow where you go, where you look. Your eyes also, sadly, your bike will also follow where you look na you don't want to go to. For example, ano yung mga, what do you mean by that, Anika? I'm going to, if you ride your bike wrongly, you'll be going to where you don't want to go. How do you understand that? Yeah. That's right. So my point is, if you see a place that you're not supposed to pass, for example, a dip, a rock, okay, do not look there. And that's what we're gonna practice today, because there's a downhill here, so there's a big hole in the middle, there's a off-camber on the right, and you have a very, very narrow place to pass. Now, common mistake, when you're going down and you see, let's say, a hole, kung ka na lang nakatingin, but you want still to go to where you wanna go, you will never get to where you wanna go, because doon ka nakapokus sa ano. So once you reach a technical section, for example, a downhill, is a downhill a technical section then? Yes, why? Because it's not flat and it's not straight. So Mark, this is very important definition. So my point of reference on tayo is technical section is anything that's not straight and flat. So once you identify that, and there are hundreds of that on the trail, magkadikit-dikit, because a corner and the next corner, they're both technical sections in itself. Rollover is a technical section in itself. When you go through a rockies, each individual rock is a technical section in itself. So once you see where you wanna go, kung ka na lang nakafocus, what will you call that? That spot that kung saan ka dadaan. Yes, that's our point line. So once you see where you wanna pass, doon ka nakafocus sa point line. Okay? And when you reach, even before you reach that, let's see, that point line na in-identify mo. Totally, inano mo na to, di ba? Disregard mo na to, just ka lang nakafocus. Pa-reach ka na dun sa point line, what is your next responsibility? Ha? Look for the exit line or the next point line. Kasi sometimes maraming point line yung technical section before you exit it. Diba? Can be multiple. Like yung mga berm. Yung mga berm, multiple, actually it's a multiple point line. You know what is the second rule? No. Second rule. Setting things in advance. Okay, so you've seen what you're gonna go through. Now you set things in advance. What do you set in advance? Dummy. I mean, what's the set in advance? That's very, very important. Huh? Speed. Okay. Body position and gear. Right? Those three things. Now, if it's a uphill, what kind of speed would you like to do? Pag uphill, speed up. Alright? Pag downhill, slow down. So you're setting your speed sa set line. And saan na yung set line? What is a set line, by the way? An imaginary line where you place before a technical section. So once you see a technical section, your first responsibility is to look for a set line. Kung saan ka mag-adjust ng speed, body position, and gear. And normally, how far is that from the technical section? 1 to 2 feet, depending on how fast you are or how fast you can take yourself or how fast your skills is already. If you're gonna go slow, it should be around 1 foot away. So, kunyari, downhill part na yan. I don't adjust my speed here. I don't adjust my braking here at the start or maybe during. I adjust it from 1 to 2 feet away. So, dito, slow down using both brakes. Diba? You use both brakes muna while the tires are straight. Am I correct? Never brake when it's slanting. Why? Never brake while it's slanting because there's no traction. Remember this, palagi ito playing in our mind. Best traction, less traction, braking, no traction. So you're actually avoiding braking in the corner because you have no traction. So, coach, paano yan? Paano kung maliko yun? Paano kung maliko yun, hindi pala magbe-brake? You can. You just slow down at the set line to the speed na kaya mo siyang i-turn based on your skill, based on the traction ng tires mo, and based on the surface. So if it was slippery, you have to go very slower. So where do you adjust your slow? Where do you adjust your slow? Dito sa set line. So here, you slow down, straight pa yung gulong. Why? Bakit sa set line? Kasi straight pa si gulong natin. Alright? Kaya pa siyang, hindi ka pa, you still maintain stability and balance. If it was slanting and you preno hard to slow down, that's what happened to Lexi kahapon. Kalimutan niyo siguro na pag corner niyan, the surface was so dry and so dusty, and when she went so fast, bigla ka na lang magugulat sa floor ka na, what happened? You have to set your speed, doon mo adjust sa set line. Okay. So, once you reach the set line, you adjust your speed, di ba? Using both brakes. And then, what do? You set and maintain. Set and maintain. Yan ay downhill yan. You set your speed na mabagal dito na you're rolling tapos bigla mong bitawan. What will happen? Bibilis yan. So, you mapuforce kang bigla na magpreno doon sa pababa, sa inside the technical section. And that is not advisable. Kasi nga nawawalan ka ng traction pag nagbe-brake ka ng sobra. Alright? So, para hindi ka mag-brake ng sobra, gamit, going down, ito pa lang sa taas, crawling ka na. Crawling. Sa level na kaya mo. Alright? Anticipation. Setting things in advance. Position. Ang mali ng iba, when they're going downhill,
Marunong pa na tayo, bro.
ang pinakahirap kasi is yung downhill, okay? Ang uphill medyo madali lang. Yung downhill, doon na maraming nagkakaproblema. Pagdating nila na doon, nasa loob na sila ng technical set, doon pa lang sila mag-slow down or mag-adjust ng speed. So you're using brakes, excessive braking na. And once you're using excessive braking na, nakaganito na yung pinabawasan nyo ng sobra yung traction, you're gonna lose stability. For you to get better control of the bike in the downhill section, no matter how slippery it is, no matter how muddy it is, pag na-control mo pa lang sa taas and you're already at a speed, so hindi mo siya ini-exit braking, tingnan mo. So, you're maintaining your bike like this, you have better control. Okay? So, anong body position pag going down? Ha? Put your hips to the back. Why? Yes, so that you don't fall. Pero why? Why won't you fall if you put your hips to the back? Yeah. Because you are aligning your balancing. You're aligning your center of balance or center of gravity with the center of gravity ng the bike in relation to the slope of the terrain. So, it is very, very important, Mark. When you balance yourself on the bike, you're aligning your center of balance or gravity, which is your hips roughly around here, with the center of balance ng bike, which is around in the bottom bracket here. Ito yung center of balance ng bike natin. It's here. So, practically, when you're balancing, you're using your hips. You just don't know it. You feel it's your hands, but actually, ito yung parang pendulum mo that naghahabol lang The bike is going here. Your proprioceptor sides in your body, in your hand, in your foot will tell it's going right. So ito yung hahabulin niya by instinct. But those is by instinct. Many people do not know that. But if you know it purposely, na ito pala yung panghabol ko ng balance, you will use it now more efficiently.
Alam ko lang.
Diba? That's why when you're going downhill, you should be
Off the saddle.
off the saddle. You are standing and off the saddle. Ready. Nire-release yun yung hips nyo to control the bike. Pag naka-seated ka, hindi mo masyado magalaw. So, pag biglang may dip, hindi mo mahabol yung center of balance or gravity. That's why, you see the pros when they're riding, ang gagaling nila. It's because they're using their body. Maybe some of them do not even know. They're using instinct. But I believe, if you know it purposely, you can do it better than instinct. Kasi sometimes instinct will fail you. But knowledge in itself can always be repeatable. Alright? But I said, everything can be trained if you know the right method. That's how you do it on the bike as well. Because your body is your engine. And you have fuel. Actually, very limited pa. Walang taga-buhos sa'yo ng fuel dito katulad sa mga RC. May nag-pit stop sa'yo. So, kailangan mong tipirin. So, sa cornering pa lang, let's say trail 1, the most things that you do sa trail 1 is what? Or any trail, the most thing that you do, anybody, the most thing that you do, what kind of technical section? Cornering, yes. That's the most that you do when you ride the trail, cornering. So if you can perfect your cornering like what we're doing sa inyo doon sa TBP yesterday, you just imagine if you can save 3 to 4 seconds for every corner. And here in Trail 1 there are hundreds of corners. In Trail 1 alone, okay, you save hundreds of seconds. And that's so much in terms of fuel. If you're not racing, of course, hindi mo ako nag-race. But if you wanna ride the trail efficiently, the amount of ma-save mo, the better for you. Hindi ka mapapagod, Jerry, na after one lap, you sit down on that. Because you spend so much energy just being inefficient. Tawag ko dyan, fuel leakage. There's a leakage in your fuel. You're not using it wisely. You're not being efficient. Diba? Treat yourself like your car. Ayaw nyo rin na sobrang lakas ng ano nyo. I don't know if the kids would understand that, but for us, ayaw nyo mag-consume so much fuel. But sadly, many people are riding their bike on the trail using so much fuel. That's why they're panting. And then they'll just rest and they're riding it. But if you know the correct method, being efficient, riding more, enjoying the trail method. Alright. To the point na, I feel confident to race. That's why ang dami natin from zero to hero in this system. Yung hindi nga nag-race, pero once they find coach, race ako, and they win. Alright, core rule 3, relax. Ayan, parang napaka-elementary. Ano ba yan? Sa bike, relax. Yes. So much. In our body kasi, there's this fight or flight response system. Alright? Your body triggers you if there's a advent of you need to fight it out or you need to flee. And the body controls your the brain controls your body by releasing all these hormones, alright? Mga parasympathetic nervous system and everything. So, kung may kalaban ka, mati-trigger yung fight or flight response ng katawan mo. All your muscles will stiffen up, ready for you to fight. Okay? Pag na-trigger yon, because of what? Fear, tension, lalaban ako, so your body prepares you for that. Or kung takot ka, ganun din. Steer niya rin mga hormones, ready ka na get your sleepers and run. So, once na mag-stiffen yung muscles mo, especially down na bigla kang, oh my gosh, dyan ako sumemblang noon. Dyan yung drop, ang bangin dyan, ang laki ng bato, baka mabangga yung, those are the common things running on your mind. What will happen? You become so stiff, hold your brakes so hard. This one becomes lock. What will happen? What?
Your eyebrows go up.
Your eyebrows. Oh, bago yun ah.
Yan mo,
Eyebrows
Alexi.
down.
Alexi yun.
Madalas sinasabi ko, J.A.C.K, I say, madalas sinasabi ko, shoulders down, elbows soft, di ba? Eyebrows down. So, those are the things na will hamper correct maneuvering of your bike. If you know it, that yan pala, ano dyan, you tell yourself, relax. Core rule 3, Jerry, relax. Tell yourself, Jerry, relax. Soften elbow, drop shoulder. Alright, breathe. Alright, kasi the moment natanggal mo yung tense, mag-i-stop din yung triggering ng katawan mo ng fight or flight response. Alright, you'll be able to see better. Alright, you'll be able to breathe. Bigla na gano'n, heart rate goes up. Pag may fear, move. Tingnan nyo, if you have a heart rate monitor, biglang tumataas. And when that happens, you are compromised already. So core rule 3, very very important sa atin, relax. No matter what level you are, okay, mabilis ka na, baguhan ka pa, and everything. So very very important. I would also just like to say this before we go, 5 minutes. Alright? Why are we doing this, yung racing? Alright? I say, di ba, yung ating program for you guys, that's our starter program, we call it B.E.S.T or B.E.S.T Program. Alright? Just for you to understand why are we doing some things that we are doing. The B, siya yung pinaka-first. B is body requirement. Body. You need a body requirement to ride your bike efficiently. Ano yun? Ano yung mga body requirement coach? Number 1, coordination. Okay. Coordination. Dapat coordinated yung mga right and left side mo, the extremities, na hand. If you're leading your bike with your eyes, your hips need to do the left and everything, diba? If you're going down, your hips need to do by the way, what is coordination? How do you define coordination? Listen. How do you define coordination? Actually, coordination is knowing where your specific body part is at a specific time. Example, my hand. I put it here at the back. Even though hindi ko siya nakikita, alam ko kung saan siya. I know it's here. It's here at my pocket somewhere. Even though I don't see it. That's coordination. Alright? So you know, if you're properly coordinated, alam mo to what extent will you move your hip or you need to go down here. So, many nawawala yan. Okay? Many people are no longer coordinated, especially if you are in a lifestyle na you just sit down in the office and everything. Alright? That is something that nawawala sa atin as we eat. Number 2, na body requirement, capability to balance. Yun din ang nawawala sa atin. Alright? Balance. If you're so, so that's why we have just this gym program. Kasi we have to train your body. To be better off on the bike, you have to train it off the bike. Because I believe, if you can't do it off the bike, you can never do it on the bike. If you can't balance off the bike or move on the bike, you can never do it on the bike. So you have to do it off the bike. Okay. So, ano pang body requirement? Mobility. Marami sa atin hindi na makamove ng hips to the back. I'm very happy, nakita ko. Ang galing ng mobility mo. He's 60 by the way. And sabi ko I should set Jerry as a very good inspiration to me. Pero pinapaintindi ko lang, bakit ako kayo pinapahirapan? Okay, why? Because after the B, we go to the engine. The E, the engine. The engine. You have to have a trail riding engine. You have to have that. Kumbaga sa mga kotse or sa RC, dapat yung makina ng RC mo,
optimum,
capable, di ba? Hindi pwede pang on-road na makina, lalagay mo sa off-road. Ibang engine kailangan, high torque kailangan, hindi top speed. Alright, what is the S? After you have the body, the engine, next would be the skill. Alright? So, nandyan na yung skill work natin and everything. Ready na yung mobility mo. Galing mo na mag-balance. Kasi kung uunahin natin yung skills and you still don't have the coordination, you still don't have the balance, you still don't have the mobility, and you don't have the engine to go there in the first place and get out of there, you won't be able to apply the skills. Many people, you go, coach, turuan mo ako mag-bike. Sabihin nila, or load na lang ng YouTube. Okay, but YouTube does not tell you, do you have mobility ba? Do you have coordination ba? So, hindi mo magagawa. Hindi mo magagawa eh. Alright? Now, the last is T. This is use your thinking. That's very important. Everything is controlled by the mind. What happens in your life is controlled by your own mind. Especially sa bike. Okay, ang sobrang galing mo, but if you're not thinking well, hindi mo magagamit yung galing. Alright. So, we're gonna practice today those first 2 core rules ulit. Okay? So, trail 1. Focus natin is set line, point line, exit line. Yun ang papractice natin, saka yung setting things in advance. Alright? Twisty. At the same time, pero hindi yun ang challenge sa kanya. Ang challenge sa kanya, it is lined with roots and rocks, alright, that can delay your momentum. Okay? Number 2, it's loose. Right now, it's loose, so medyo slippery. But the main challenge of this when it's wet. Kasi nga ang roots, when it's wet, becomes more challenging kasi dudulas yung gulong mo doon. So, alright, since it's a technical session, dito ka pa lang, you're already leading your bike with your eyes, you identify, oops, it's a climb. Okay, so, where will your set line be? Where will your set line be?
4 ng 3.
Yes, pag climb, medyo farther back yung set line para you can still use what? Momentum. So, pag climb, it should be speed up. It should be faster. So, if it was I, doon pa lang sa ano yun, humahataw na ako. Yes, correct yun. He used momentum. So, doon pa lang, humahataw na siya. Alright. Let's see.
Maybe you should pull back.
That's totally different. He didn't use momentum. Diba? Yung isa parang andali lang kanina. And anong mistake niya going down? Anong mistake niya going down? He was seated. Dapat pag going down na ganyan, naka-off the saddle ka. Dito sa, nakatayo. Alright? Because, ready na yung hips mo. When you're going down, mas more namumove yung hips mo to the back when needed. Never sit down when you're going downhill. Okay? The first guy was better. Alright? Ginamit yung momentum. Pero what did he make mistake or pwede niya pang improve? He did not move forward sa saddle. At the same time, he did not lower down his here. Now, the steeper it is, your nose should be nearer the stem. Alright, so why do you put your nose near your stem? Para your weight will push the front end of the bike going down para you'll have more traction. So you're gonna use momentum. So this is where you speed up. This is where you adjust your gear. Anong gear nyo doon? It should be very light. Okay? So wag nyo i-adjust doon. I don't wanna see you. Pag na doon na sa climb, may narinig pa akong that's wrongly. You have to adjust it here. Now, there's one technique that I would like to teach you also. It's using momentum, not only of the terrain, but momentum of feeder. What do you mean by momentum of feeder? Yung pedaling mo, minumomentum mo na rin. For example, there, your gear is here. Sagad na. Pagdating mo ng foot, ang bigat pa rin based on your strength. Alright, how do you make it lighter? Wala ka ng gear na iyak-yak pa to make it lighter. Wala na. You can use momentum of cadence. I-cadence mo na yung gear na yon dito pa lang sa baba. Ang gaan niya na, di ba? Huwag mong babagal. Para pag hit mo ng steep line, na momentum mo na siya, it will be easier. Now, if you want to climb it here, para ako, I climb it around here. Pero, mag-a-up pa rin po. Because dito pa lang sa baba, minumomentum ko na yung heavy gear. Pag kung saan ako mag-set, doon ako nag-set line. Just for your reference. Set, adjust gear, adjust body position. Alright. Alright.
Listen ka. Ano mo yung dadaanan niya? Ay, watch niya si Kuya.
So pinakita ko lang na, even though I didn't pedal, using momentum, my momentum led me to that spot na hindi ako nag-pedal. See? So, yun yung isang advantage. Gamitin nyo talaga yung hatawin nyo to papunta doon. So, one thing na hindi ko na-explain pala doon, yung line that you should take. So, our goal ng line is always the straight line. So, hahanap ka. Once you reach that set line, titingin ka, ano yung best line? The best line is always straight. Especially pag may root. Alright, here. Sorry, pag may root kasi, tapos slanting ang gulong mo, chance for mag-slip ka. Kasi nga less traction pag nakaslant yung gulong, no? So your goal is dapat straight line. Let's see. Alright, kuha niya na po. Alright, go Lexi. Practicing here, the technical climb, short. Go.
Nice one. Alright, good job.
Go. J.A.C.K, go. Alright. Proper body position, proper cadence. Okay, good.
Alright. Good job. Yun! Perfect. Alright.
Go.
Smoother. Okay. Aha. Wait, look at your gear. Kaya hindi smooth, mabigat. Kaya nang tumama sa sobrang bigat na.
But kung magaan yon, nakaya mo yun. Alright. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Okay. Lower down chest. Lower your chest.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Maling line. You should be here. Right nose. You went in the middle. No man's land yon.
So here, the proper use of your eyes. Dito ka na lang nakatingin. All the way here. All the way. Your moving point line. All the way hanggang mak-clear ng front tire mo. Then go up. Alright.